This is just AMZN for Friday, May 31st, 2019. Take a look at how things traded on Friday. We initially had a gap down pre-market, really large high wave candle, and a second one at open. And this kind of established the high of the day of 1795.59. And what's kind of crazy is we came right back up to 1795.55. Kind of late in the morning, and then from there rolled over. If we just zoom in on the day, if I can get this to cooperate. There we go. All right, just zoom in on the day. You can see that, let me draw. We've got some lower highs. Oops. Yeah, trying to draw like that. There we go. Lower highs, relative lows, that then breaks out, retests, and then runs up into this high, doing that with a double top, which is obviously different. We haven't had any double tops in the last couple of days candles. We had the double bottoms, right? Or maybe we did have a double top. Anyway, then right here, once we cross below, once the 5 exponential closes below the 21 exponential, it's all down from there. We go sideways for quite a while here, which just eats up premium on both sides, bulls and bears. Each of these highs through here were just sold off. That is a horrible line. We were holding, high there. We were holding the low here, like with this low over here. But then we had the squeeze start to form here. And with that squeeze, it started to, again, just push lower with the 5 exponential and moving down along with it quickly. And any opportunity, any place in here, you could have been getting into puts still. A little bit out of the money, looking for a move into the money. Had we held the low of the day, we probably wouldn't have gotten into 1780, but 1780 was still just really close price that if somehow we pushed through it, you'd get into the money some. And we ended up moving down right into the close. The low was 1772.70. But you could have, if you were in 1780 puts or 1775 puts, we actually got in the money on those as well. And we ended up closing just slightly in the money on the 1775 puts. So let's go take a look at some of the options. Calls didn't do too much with this breakout here. It would have been a nice little fade, either right here getting in like 2 by 1 and holding that till it got up to 3 for an R, or getting in here as it breaks out. If you could have gotten filled 250 by 2, getting 2 of those up to 3, and which it did hit 3 here for 2R, or getting in 250 by 150 down here, a little more conservative, and just scalping that for an R gain at 350. Either of those would have worked for a slight bullishness, but the rest of the day was bearish. And here's the double bottom, double bottoming around the $9 price. So you're looking for right here, it came down to 9. Then over here, you're looking for 9 by 8 to get in. Not getting in on this because you know where it's going to be. But getting in like this, 9 by 8, and maybe not right here as it gets into it, but on this candle on its way back up. If you missed that, getting in at 10 with a little wider stop, 10 by 8, that could have worked, but you need more than $100 R. But it looks like we gapped up, so then we really couldn't do the 10 by 9 or 10 by 8. Would have missed that. Again, this is the, sorry, I don't think I did say it. This is the 1800 put. And that was the 1800 call I was looking at. Let's look at the 1775 put to see how this traded. So it actually kind of put in a low from yesterday of around $1. And then today, so it closed right around $1 on Thursday and then gapped up, and you could have sold it for 450, 5, 6, a few minutes into the close. Obviously didn't know how far it was going to gap, but that would have been nice to risk $100 absolute zero overnight into a Friday where it has the potential to be kind of wild on a Friday. going into a weekend and just setting up with a lot of bearish candles that it looks like it could continue, and it ended up continuing. So here's the double bottom here, or I'm sorry, here's the double top on the stock and the double bottom on the option, and getting here again. The opportunity was here, getting in one with an absolute zero play, or one by 50 cents, and getting out at 2 or even 250. It looks like we made it. So that was a nice play. And then another opportunity here as we lose. This was when we went sideways for a while. We were just losing value in the options. We come almost all the way back down to 1. And probably had you been watching this, you probably would have been getting in like after it does this, and you missed it, maybe 125 by 75 or 150 by 1. And that went up to 3 in this case, but probably just scalp it out around 250, get another R on that. Because the 1775 is out of the money, it's actually losing premium pretty regularly if you and very quickly when it's moving against you, when it's going up. But here's the 1780 I mentioned. So you could have been getting in 2 by 1 here and 2 by 1 here. So same setup, 2 by 1 up to 4, 2 by 1 up to 4. That would have worked for 2R each opportunity. And it actually made a slightly higher low. And it makes sense because it's falling a little bit better because you're so close to at the money. But you're still only moving a little bit. And this has been nearly a $10, no, not $10, $7 move from here to here. So maybe something that's a little bit closer, like once the 1785 goes out of the money for the initial gap down, getting in 3 by 2 here, looking to get in 4 by 3 here, 3 or 2 run up to 6, maybe 5, so that would have been a 2R game there. And getting in 4, but if you get an out for 2, you're back in at 4 again, 4 by 3. That you could have just held that one in the close, and that one ended up at 10. That would have been very challenging and nerve-wracking to do. So we'll probably take some profits a little bit earlier on any of these bigger moves, getting out at 9. I mean, it's better probably to get out here at 9 than to wait for it to pull back to 7, get scared, and just dump it there at 7. Instead of having the conviction to hold it till it goes back up to 10. I mean, going from 9 to 10 is not that far, and it almost didn't get there, but it took the last hour of the day to do it. Would have been easier to just get out at 9 and call it a day. So that would have been getting it at 4 by 3, going up to 9. That's 5R. So there was even opportunities to get out, or sorry, to get in here really close to 5, really close to 5. This one could have worked at 5. Or I'm sorry, 550. So you could have done like 6 by 5 here on a pullback if you were out already up here at like 7. So it just kind of ebbed and flowed. And let me see if I can draw again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. All right. So if I got in at every whole value, got in there, couldn't get in there. It didn't pull back to that price. Getting at that price, that is a nice line. Getting at that price, getting at that price, getting at that price. So getting in at 4, at 6, at 7, at 8. Each time you did that, each time it came down to a whole dollar, it ran up at least by 2, right? Let's see, 7 up to 9. Yep, that worked. 8 up to 10. Yeah, that actually worked in the last 10 minutes. 6 up to 8. Yep. This 6 up to 8. Yep. And then this 4 up to 6. Yep. So that's really, really a nice setup, really nice trend for it to do that. All starting with finding it down here where you've got 4 by 3, and just looking for 2R, and then just being willing to risk your R again, 6 by 5 here, and that works. And then you probably would have done like 7 by 6 here, possibly, if you thought it's moving up that quickly, but it ended up not being as quick as that. It's a horrible slip. If you just take the lows like this, I mean, it's really aggressively bullish there. And so the next one would have been, okay, 7 up here, you know, if it's to hold that trend. But this is too steep of a trend. Like, this is the gentler trend. Wow. Something like that is a much gentler trend. Even doing this is a gentler trend than this one. So that one. All right. I need to practice drawing some more. And I guess what we'll do, I get the drawing tool to close. It's not closing. There it goes. Okay. Now if I do draw this as a channel, it gets easier to see. You know, like that's the setup. Oh, come on. Is it going to work? No, not going to work. Draw, channel. There we go. This by like that. Come on. Like that. Buy here, sell here. Buy here, sell here. Buy here, sell here. Buy here, sell here. That worked. It was very steep, very aggressive, but it worked. And so sometimes it's a matter of just finding that setup on a day like this where it just works. Even if you've done this, I mean, you've probably been looking for a little bit more gain if you're able to get out. No, not that one. What did I say? It was. Did I say 3? I think I said 3. 3 up to 6. There's 6. There's 6. Oh, wait. Disappeared. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So 3 here up to almost 6, up to 6 here. I wanted it there. Okay, so that worked. And then, you know, you obviously don't know what that slope is going to be. You'd love for it to just be like this. It's like, oh, we're just going to go sideways. But as it pulls into these, you can be like, okay, well, I'm just going to get in 4 by 3, similar to 3 by 2 here, and I'm going to get out at 7. That's close enough out. You know, so it's like, okay, I'm going to move that to 4. I'll get it at 7. Good. Now the next one I'll set up is 5. I'll try and wait for a pullback to 5 and get in at 8. But you know what? That's really close to the end of the day. Probably not worth doing it there. So I'll just go from 3 to 6 and then 4 to 7 and be done. And that's a 6-hour kind of day. So not what I did, but still really good to look at the opportunities here. This would have been calling a bottom, but it was on the option. It looks like it's just a random value here. But on the stock, this was the same level that we had our high wave candle, the second candle of the day. Great resistance right here. Great place to sell off. It did it with a bearish engulfing. It was a double top. It didn't even really retest. Both of these candles, let's see, the open and the high are the same, and the open and the high are 7 cents apart. So both of these candles after this bearish engulfing are really strongly bearish. Shaved top, nearly shaved top on this one, definitely shaved top on that one. And we didn't even get back up to retest those values. I mean, this was the retest. A really nice continuation pattern, another one, some indecision here, kind of a weak hammer, you know, off of support, but it really didn't do anything. I mean, we got above that candle, which is great, but it didn't continue from there. And so this just wasn't at a convicting location, even though it did match up with some relative lows. Let me see if we can draw a line to connect these. What's that going to look like? Something like that. So I've got that one, that one, that one. I got into it there, that one, that one, that one, and then we broke. Even just drawing this line to see, oh, where can we go? I'm just going to cut through this and be like, okay, hey, look, this is where we broke. That's a nice little symmetric triangle. Looks like we double topped. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. This is your double top neckline. That's what happened here. This is really clean. I have it touching like here and here and here. Seeing that as a failed double top. I'm sorry, it is a double top. It's a failed breakout here. And come into this triangle. I mean, this is a prime place to be going bearish right here and getting into the money and out of the money 1780 put, or getting the at the money 1785 put up in here. But really nice triangle. And wish I drew that during the day, right? See, oh, if we break this, we should go down more, and it does, because that would have been easy to draw during the day. So anyway, here's where we're at in the daily. We're in no man's land. I would not be surprised if we come down to 1747 on Monday, or early in the week if we don't get there Monday. It's a smaller candle than I expected. We've had very large candles in this area, very large wicks. We didn't really get a buy going to the close. We have a small lower wick, but nothing like these here. That one. I guess that one, the low and the close were only like $2 apart. Yeah. So the low and the close here are about a little more than $2 apart. So very hard to see the low, but we're below this candle. We're coming into some indecision here where it was starting to bounce off of 1747. So that's what I would anticipate. I think we will hit 1747 before the 7th. The 7th is Friday, but this is a really nice target here in time and price. So if we can get there, that's a good place to see what we're going to do from there next. If we'll continue lower, I still have this yellow line here to see if we continue lower and come into that, because that was the last time we really broke out bullish, was back here. So we'll see if we continue to come down over the next couple weeks into that, if we get through this one here. But we'll also look for an opportunity to grab a bounce there. So 1747 is a key level, interactive as support here, as resistance here, support here. So it's been in play. It's a value that's been in play for a while. So that's where I'm looking for the next target. So we'll see what happens. So hope you enjoyed this video. This is just AMZN. Thanks.